Welcome to Under Construction, a weekly behind the scenes look of me building a business. No polish, no filters, no edits. So it's kind of journal style. You get a look into my diary in a sense. So this week is week 7. And yay, the website is live, 127.com. So I'll give you a sneak peek into that just now. But first, a little, actually big personal update. So last week, my resignation from ERM Library was officially announced. So I'm still working part-time during this notice period. And I'll actually continue consulting to Library after that as well. So it's not completely, the road hasn't ended with Library. I'll continue working with them. But definitely a new chapter is starting. And so that's in the next few months. But yeah, super grateful especially for the support from the leaders at Library and my colleagues. It's been really wonderful to have such amazing support. It's not often that you get to step out to build something new and your team genuinely cheers you on. And I've really experienced that. So yeah, super grateful. So yeah, it feels like stepping fully into the story now that God is writing, and yeah, it's exciting, and yeah, really thankful for the people who are writing the story with me along the way as well. So the website. So let me just share my screen. Let's see. Share screen. Sorry, taking a while to get there. Right, there we go. That's the new website, 127.com. Automate the grind, elevate the mission. If you're not watching the video, if you're just listening in. So yeah, go check it out on 127.com. 127 helps you design, build, and scale smarter processes using AI agents and low-code automation so your team can focus on what matters most. So we exist to help businesses work with wisdom, not burnout. It exists to build systems that free people to do their best work with excellence, integrity, and rest at the core. So we're leveraging AI agents, simplifying operations. Simplify. So yeah, it's a little bit more about the tools that we're using and a little bit about 127 itself. We believe automation should serve people, not replace them. And our goal is to build sustainable systems that reflect excellence and wisdom. And yeah, again, 127 comes from Psalm 127, which says, unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. So yeah, that's now the real thing out there on the internet. And so that's obviously super exciting. Yeah, it's simple. It's hopefully clean and lean, but it's good enough to start. Certainly, obviously needs to be refined, but it's out there in the world. And hopefully that will give people a bit of an idea of what I'm building. But welcome to give honest feedback, please. I'm under no illusion that it's perfect. So yeah, provide any feedback. If there's anything missing there or if something's off, let me know. It'd be really helpful. Also, this week has really also been about systems. And the last week, just kind of setting up stuff, setting up systems. It's really, I'm bootstrapping this thing. So that's really the mindset. Because I'm bootstrapping, everything is, I'm going to be super frugal as possible. So yeah, no fancy SaaS stacks, software as a service stacks, unless it's really necessary. The advantage I have is that I do have obviously technical ability. So setting up some things to self-host some of the tools as well. There's a lot of amazing open source software out there that you can host yourself. So things like, internal wikis and project trackers and accounting tools, automation tools, obviously. But yeah, so setting some of that up so long. Um, Obviously not super glamorous, but it's the stuff that makes everything else possible, right? And systems are really just so important to set up right. Um, and even though, this business is still tiny, I want foundations that can ultimately scale, and systems give clarity, really. They reduce decision fatigue. They let me focus on building and not firefighting. It forces me to define how I want the business to operate, and not just what I want to build. And more on that in the future as well. I'll chat through how I'm also implementing the entrepreneurial operating system, EOS, just as a way to systematize the business. But yeah, this week reminded me that growth isn't always visible. Sometimes the most important progress happens behind the scenes, all the system stuff. Obviously, the website is quite visible. But yeah, all the stuff that's happening behind the scenes is also amazing and very important growth. So yeah, next week I'll talk a little bit about foundations, things like the importance of vision and having core values, the principles that will shape how 127 shows up in the world. So yeah, more on that next week. See you soon.